may scare you. Well, it is Halloween after all, and since Halloween is the time of fear, I think that this quiz is going to be very terrifying. Well, I have looked online and found 100 different types of fears, so this is going to be a 20-question quiz about fear, or different types of phobias. And to describe a phobia, it is an irrational fear of a person, place, thing, object, or motion. So let's just start on. There's going to be some multiple choice, select all that apply, true or false questions on this, so try to do your best and leave a comment on how you did. So question 1. This is an easy one. What does phobia mean? Actually, it's pronounced phobophobia. What does it mean? Pause the video at any time, remember. It means the fear of fear. Usually, it's the fear of getting a phobia. Yeah. Number 2, match them up. Match up arachnophobia, electorophobia, aticophobia, aphenphosmophobia with the fear of chickens, the fear of intimacy, the fear of spiders, and the fear of failure. Now, just to repeat them, arachnophobia, electorophobia, aticophobia, and aphenphosmophobia. Now, arachnophobia, I hope you know, is the fear of spiders. Electorophobia is actually the fear of failure. Aticophobia is the fear of failure. Electorophobia is the fear of chickens. Aphenphosmophobia is the fear of intimacy. So just to recap, arachnophobia is the fear of spiders. Electorophobia is the fear of chickens. Aticophobia is the fear of failure. And aphenphosmophobia is the fear of intimacy. Question 3. Which doesn't relate to the fear of an animal? Is it A, ornithobophobia, 2 or B, cynophobia, C or 3, hemophobia, or D, 4, eluphobia, or gadophobia, if you will. Just to repeat them, they are ornithophobia, cynophobia, hemophobia, and elurophobia, or gadophobia. Now, the one that does not relate to animals is hemophobia, which is the fear of blood. Ornithophobia is the fear of birds. Cynophobia is the fear of dogs. And elurophobia, or gadophobia, is the fear of cats. Now, number 5. What is the fear of needles called? Now, the fear of needles is called trypanophobia. Hopefully you got it. I didn't give you very much time to answer that one. Number 6. Which fear isn't a type of insect? Is it A, lepidopterophobia, B, apiphobia, C, carcinophobia, or D, motophobia? Just to repeat them, it's lepidopterophobia, apiphobia, carcinophobia, and motophobia. Now the answer is number 3, carcinophobia. It is actually the fear of cancer. Lepidopterophobia is the fear of butterflies or winged insects. Apiphobia is the fear of bees, and motophobia is the fear of moths. Now, which of these next phobias did I make up? Is it A, paraskevidekatriophobia, B, stratophobia, C, kumpunophobia, that one I may not pronounce correctly, even though I might have made it up, or D, achondroplasiophobia. Just to repeat them, that is paraskevidekatriophobia, stratophobia, kumponophobia, and achondroplasiophobia. The answer is B, stratophobia. Stratophobia does not exist. It is actually the name of the building. Paraskevidekatriophobia is the fear of Friday the 13th. Kumponophobia is the fear of buttons, which I didn't really understand how to pronounce it. It is spelled K-O-U-M-P-O-U-N-O-P-H-O-B-I-A. Tell me how you think it's pronounced in the comments, or at least try to spell it in the way you would pronounce it. And finally, achondroplasiophobia is the fear of midgets. Kind of an odd one. It's you fear not knowing what they are. Now, question number 7. Which isn't the fear of a physical object? Is it A, phasmophobia, B, equinophobia, C, catoptrophobia, or D, pogonophobia? Now, to repeat them, it is phasmophobia, equinophobia, catoptrophobia, and pogonophobia. Which of these is not a fear of a physical object? The answer is phasmophobia. It is the fear of ghosts, which I would not say are physical objects. Equinophobia is the fear of horses. Catoptrophobia is the fear of mirrors, or what you might see in the mirror. And pogonophobia is the fear of beards. Now, question 8. What does telephonophobia mean? Telephonophobia means, is it A, the fear of telephones, B, the fear of telepathic powers or abilities, C, the fear of talking on the phone, or D, the fear of talking? The answer is C, the fear of talking on the phone. Number 10. What does coasterphobia mean? Is it A, the fear of the seashore, B, the fear of the coaster, or coasters, you know those things you put cups on, C, the fear of roller coasters, or D, the fear of being stood up, or kind of left out to hang? Like you're left somewhere and you don't know whether or not someone's coming. You're being stood up. Now, the answer is C, the fear of roller coasters. Now, which of these fears do not relate to water? Is it A, ombrophobia, B, aquaphobia, C, thalassophobia, or D, agliophobia? Now, to repeat them: ombrophobia, aquaphobia, thalassophobia, and agliophobia. The answer is D, agliophobia, because it is the fear of pain. Ombrophobia is the fear of rain, aquaphobia is the fear of water, and thalassophobia is the fear of the ocean. Number 11, sorry. What does chronophobia mean? Just think of the compound word, chrono. What does chronophobia mean? Chronophobia means the fear of the future, or what may come from the future. Now, moving on to question number 12. What does gerascophobia mean? it's similar to the previous question, but what does gerascophobia mean? It is the fear of getting old, or growing up, getting old, dying. But it's not the fear of death, just the fear of getting older. Now, question 13. What does coulrophobia mean? This one is a fairly common fear that most people don't entirely understand. Well, all fears aren't really understood, but this one is a common one that most people think of when they see a horror movie. Okay, time's up. It is the fear of clowns. Coulrophobia, or Coulrophobia, or coulrophobia, is the fear of clowns. Tell me if I mispronounce any of these. Number 14. Which of these fears is the fear of light? Like, actually light. Is it A, photophobia, B, photographobia, C, solarophobia, or D, galleophobia? To repeat them, A is photophobia, B, photographobia, C, solarophobia, or D, galleophobia. The answer is A, photophobia, the fear of light. B, photographobia is the fear of photography. C, solarophobia isn't real, I made it up. And galleophobia is in fact the fear of sharks. Now, number 15. Testophobia is the fear of tests. True or false? Okay, the answer is true. Testophobia is the fear of taking tests, or tests in general. Number 16. Katsaridophobia is the fear of cockroaches. True or false? Okay, time's up. It is true. Katsaridophobia, or Katsaridaphobia, is fear of cockroaches. Number 17. Zoophobia is the fear of the, or going to the zoo. True or false? Just to clarify, zoophobia is the fear of going to the, or just in general, the zoo, or going to the zoo. True or false? That is false. Zoophobia is in fact the fear of animals, not going to the zoo. They're not afraid of the zoo, they're afraid of animals. Now, number 18. If you wanted a job as an accountant, what fear would you not want to have? A, sphexophobia, B, numerophobia, C, scolephobia, or scolecophobia, or D, kinemortophobia. I'm just going to spell out number C in case you don't understand it. It is Scolephobia. Scolecophobia. To repeat the answers, or options, A is sphexophobia, B is numerophobia, C is scolecophobia, or scolecophobia, I don't know how to pronounce it, and D is kinemortophobia. Which one would you not want to have if you wanted to become an accountant? It is number B, numerophobia, which is the fear of numbers. And I'm pretty sure if you want to become an accountant, you're going to work with numbers a lot. So, sphexophobia is the fear of wasps. So, if you live somewhere that apparently you need to do things with wasps and be an accountant, then that's the fear you don't want to have. Scolecophobia is the fear of worms. So unless you're digging in the earth to find your accounting book, you don't really necessarily, you don't have to get rid of that fear. And finally, phobia is the fear of zombies. So unless your accountant workers are undead, you have nothing to worry about if you have phobia. And now, number 19. What does myrmecophobia mean? Just break it down. Myrmecophobia. Okay, you give up? Or have you gotten it? It is the fear of ants. And I'm not talking of your father's sister. No, I'm talking about the small little ants. And finally, question 20, the last question. This kind of relates back to why I'm doing this video. What does samhainophobia mean? To repeat, samhainophobia, or Samhainophobia. 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 What do you think that is the fear of? Remember, it's the fear of Halloween. Happy Halloween.